Happy Thursday, everybody. You know, one of the benefits of having a trading community is you get hundreds of ideas and you see different ways to look at different assets. And when I recently introduced Bren theory to the market, which is my modern parallel of Dow theory, of course, Dow Industrials, Dow Transports must confirm each other for breakouts and breakdowns. Bren theory is my theory, my modern theory that Bitcoin in the crypto space must be confirmed by the markets as well. I've been using the NASDAQ as a proxy because this whole cycle since the pandemic, Bitcoin has moved at a beta with up to an 80% correlation coefficient with the NASDAQ at different times in this cycle. Somebody pointed out to me, actually multiple people pointed out to me, there is a better proxy to use, and I want to share that with you in this video. So when we look at this Bren theory, here's Bitcoin and gold. This is a line chart. This is on the weekly time frame. We had our proxy of the NASDAQ. You look at the NASDAQ, that's in neon green. You can see back in 2021, they both top within 2-3 weeks of each other. They confirm each other to the downside. They confirm each other for their breakout. You see major retracements at the same time, including the topping within 30 days of each other for the tariff sell-off, right? So we see all of that correlation, and then we get to the market where we are now. Bitcoin topped back on October 10th. The NASDAQ had a 9% retracement, an 8% retracement. Bitcoin did 230+% legs to the downside. That correlation has been broken, something I talked about on a previous video. However, as suggested to me to do this, and I did it, throw on the IGV. This is the tech software. This is tech software. When you look at this, I ran this through Archie AI. This is a 73% correlation as of right now on a 30-day rolling basis. And look how closely this correlates. Obviously, the same big major moves as the NASDAQ, as it is a subsector, tech software. Both top in 2021, all the same, both break out, both have major retracements, both top with a double top right here on the line chart for the tariff sell-off. It takes us to the modern market. What's the big difference here? The big difference is, look at what IGV did. IGV broke down. It topped, broke down, identical to Bitcoin. Look at this, identical to Bitcoin. So you had the IGV confirm the crypto breakdown. So knowing this data, looking at this data, I thought it might behoove us to actually spend a minute and look at the IGV, because clearly if the IGV bottoms, Bitcoin breaks out, IGV breaks out, they both retrace, you should see the same thing, knowing that they have a 73% correlation coefficient. So let's look at this. You can see this in some individual stocks as well. If you're familiar with ServiceNow, that's down 59%. If you're familiar with Unity software, that's down 64%. Let's look at the IGV. IGV, just going to use a couple RMAs on here, do some basic TA, weekly time frame. There's a very key support level you need to watch on IGV. Right now, you're trading at $80. You're down just about 3% on the week here. 75.96 is a key support line. Once, twice, almost 3 times you have hit this since 2024. And just to give you some Bitcoin prices correlated to this, on this sell-off, obviously Bitcoin fell to 59K. Remember, it's not a one-to-one correlation. Bitcoin fell to 59K, and you're pretty close to coming back to check that bottom again, okay? Over here, Bitcoin fell to 74K when IGV pushed down towards 76. Over here, Bitcoin was 50K. So this is a key support line, and Bitcoin has had a lot of volatility with this. Right now, you are kissing the 144 RMA. The reason that's interesting is back in 2022, when you hit the 144 RMA, this produced a rally that then flushed out down to the 200 RMA, wicking it beautifully. Neither time did you hit it in the pandemic, but you hit both back in 2022. So this is a key asset to track because you have key support levels. If we look at this from a Fibonacci perspective, let's go ahead and pull a fib from that 2022 low up to your all-time high. The 618 is at 74. So you have key support at 76, 618 at 74. You have the 200 down here at 71. You need to see if you can get a bottoming structure. Obviously, we can zoom in. We'll do that on other videos. You can zoom in, but you need to see if we get some type of bottoming structure structure, some type of rally that maybe fails at resistance. And then if you get another flush out down to the 200, like you did back in 2022, this is going to produce larger flush outs in Bitcoin, another leg down. Key thing is, do we bottom and rally? How strong will that rally be? We did it over here in 2022. Can we hold a bottom and rally? Is this enough discount and value for the big money on Wall Street to be buying this? Commonly called the SaaSpocalypse, right? A lot of AI fears, removing the necessities of some of these companies' services. So these are the key areas to watch on this. And clearly with that correlation being as strong as it is, I think everybody needs to be watching IGV, because this is going to tell you as a predictive indicator what is happening with the cryptos. And obviously it also adheres to Fibonacci concepts. Could we have got the top in IGV just using the same methods we use in cryptos, same methods we use in stocks? 116.13 was the top. Look how that nailed the top. Look at that drop. Let's see if we get down to the 618 at 73, or if we can hold this higher range at 76 and above, try to spurn some type of rally, maybe a strong rally. We do not know, but this is very important to watch if you care about crypto. If you guys enjoy this video, check out my Discord, check out my YouTube memberships. All that's available on our YouTube. You can check out the different memberships. Hope to see you there.